Well, hello and welcome back to my channel. I have had a delivery this week. The lovely people at Lodo have sent me a great big box of their Lodo to review and try a few different recipes with and let you know what I think. Now, I have tried Lodo before. Last December I made a pizza and some garlic bread, and I'll insert that recipe above. There'll be a link coming up now. But now I think I've got 24 pieces. So I may do a little giveaway. So keep your eyes peeled if you'd like to win some Lodo. I'll tell you what it is in a minute. And I'm going to do a few different recipes. So what is Lodo? It's a bread alternative with less calories. It's incredibly low in carbs and gluten-free. It's made with protein and fibre using a unique recipe and production process. And best of all, it feels and tastes like eating white bread. This is from their website. So it's good for a low carb diet, and for Slimming World it is 2 sins for a piece. So that means one of these discs is 2 sins. So 39 calories a piece, as I say. High fibre, fat free, low carb, gluten free, dairy free, high protein, keto, sugar free and vegetarian. So that's what Lodo is. It's a bread alternative. And I'll tell you the prices, just bear with me a second. So for 2 pieces of Lodo, which is this, it's £5, which is not cheap, I know. But if you're really craving a pizza, then it might be something that you look into. 6 pieces is £14, and 14 pieces, which is what I've got, is £26. I'm just going to see if I can find the ingredients list. Found the ingredients list. So the ingredients are water, wheat fibre (brackets gluten free), dried free range egg, white, stabiliser, konjac flour and psyllium husk powder and salt. So that is what Lodo is made of. And I'm going to do a little recipe today. So what I'm going to make is a quiche Lorraine using Lodo. And for Slimming World, for the whole quiche, it will be 2 sins plus my healthy extra A. Here is the quiche Lorraine, which I'm hoping to make with my Lodo. This is the Lodo website, which is lodo.co, and there are loads of recipes on their website, so take a look. And what we'll need for this quiche Lorraine, which says it serves for prep time 15 to 20 minutes and cook time 30 to 40 minutes. And what it says about it is, the old saying says real men don't eat quiche, but here at Lodo the male contingent beg to differ. Using Lodo as a pastry replacement, anybody can enjoy these indulgent tasting quiches with friends and family without having to worry about the fat, carbs and calories found in a standard short crust pastry. Enjoy hot or cold with salad or a side serving of your choice. So what we need is 1 piece of Lodo. In this pack there are 2, but we'll just use 1 piece. 2 rashers of low-fat bacon. So basically what that means is bacon with the fat removed. I've got smoky bacon to add a bit more flavour. 5 cherry tomatoes halved. 1 tablespoon of chopped parsley. I've just got mixed herbs. This recipe says 10 grams of cheddar cheese. I'll be using a little bit more for Slimming World. And also another change to the recipe is 150 ml of half fat creme fraiche. Now for Slimming World, 100 ml of low fat creme fraiche is 4 sins. So it would be about 6 to 8 sins for your creme fraiche. So I'm going to use quark, which is free on Slimming World. And that is another reason why I'm using a bit more cheese, so I get a bit more of the cheesy flavour. But I'm also using more cheese because we get a Healthy Extra A allowance on Slimming World. And I'll see how much I put in and let you know later. But for this recipe, it would say 10 grams of cheddar cheese and 150ml of half fat creme fraiche, whereas I'm going to use quark. 4 eggs and 2 to 3 sprays of Fry Light. Also salt and pepper. So let's see what else we need. So what we need is a 20cm shallow pastry dish. I've just got it's actually a cake tin this, and it has got a removable bottom, and it says to spray it with Fry Light and line with baking paper. This is actually something that Andrew buys for his cakes that we can reuse, so I'm just going to use that. And then we take a piece of low dough between the 2 pieces of paper that you get in the pack and roll it out a little bit thinner. Just so that it will cover the bottom of the tin and come up the sides. Well, there we go. I've just rolled out the low dough slightly and pressed it into my flan tin and pressed it around the sides. If you maybe had a little bit more patience, you might be able to get it even thinner. But yeah, that's what I've got so far. And then I'm going to see what the next step is. Just got a small frying pan here to fry off my bacon. I've actually got 3 slices of smoky bacon because that's what I've got to use up. And then I'm having a bacon sandwich in the morning. And I'm just going to fry that off for a few minutes until it's nice and brown. Doing it in Fry Light. While my bacon's frying, I've just got my 5 plum tomatoes. You can put more in, of course, if you want to. I'm just going to quarter those and put them on the bottom of the tin. I was tempted to add onions as well, but I think I'm going to stick to the recipe today and just see what I think to it. Yeah, you could add onions, peppers, whatever you want in a quiche, but I'm following Slimming World, and of course I will have a big salad or something at the side of it, or some sin-free coleslaw would be nice. So that's the cherry tomatoes, and then if you have your parsley, you want to add your parsley as well. I'm just going to add a sprinkling of mixed herbs. Then I'm going to take my 4 eggs and beat them in a jug. To my eggs, I'm going to add some salt and pepper. And I am going to add something to this recipe. I'm just going to add half a teaspoon of mustard, just because I really like the taste, and it goes well with cheese. So about half a teaspoon of mustard. And then I'm going to add my 150ml or grams of quark cooking cheese, which is free on the Slimming World plan. So you want 150 grams of this in your eggs. Then I'm just giving that a quick mix with a small whisk, the eggs and the quark. I've preheated my oven to 160 degrees or gas mark 3. And I've got my, oh, there's Charlie, did you see him? There's my bacon. There he is again, knocking the camera. He does like the smell of bacon. That's my puppy, if you didn't know. Right, so I've got bacon and cherry tomatoes in the bottom of my flan dish. Then I've got my quark mix. I'm just going to carefully pour that in, trying not to let it go above the edges. Yeah, it's just about come up to just under the top of the thing, which works out nicely. And then here I've got 40 grams of cheese. So the cheese I use is Cathedral City lighter, grated, and you can have 40 grams of this for your Healthy Extra A on Slimming World, What I'll probably do is I'll probably have half this quiche with a salad and a bit of hummus or coleslaw. So it will be one sin for half and half my healthy extra A. You can add as much or as little cheese as you want. And I'm just going to sprinkle the 40 grams of cheese evenly over the top. And I think what I'm going to do is just sprinkle with a little more mixed herbs. So it says to cook for 30 to 40 minutes, covering with foil for the first half of the cooking time. So we'll stick this in. I think I'll go for 35 minutes, and I shall try and remember to take the foil off halfway through. Here is the low-dough quiche out of the oven. It actually took about 45 minutes to get this set looking. It puffs up. After the 35 minutes, it was still slightly runny, and you could still see it runny on the top. So I put it in for another 7 minutes, I think, and it came up all puffed up. And this has actually been out for about 5 minutes, and it's resettled down again. You'll see it's come away from the edges. I do like a more set quiche, however. So if you like it slightly less set, then you might want to leave it in for less. But I'm just going to attempt to take it out of the tin now. Just needed to run around the edges with a palette knife, but it's come out very nicely. So as I say, that whole quiche will be 2 sins and 1 healthy extra A for the whole thing. Everything else is free on the plan and speed foods. And I'm going to show you how I serve it and what I think to it. But that is my low-dough quiche Lorraine. And here is my low-dough quiche Lorraine. So I've got half the quiche here, and that will be 1 sin for half the low-dough, and 20 grams of light cheese for half a healthy extra A. In there we've got smoky bacon, tomatoes, the quark, mixed herbs, bit of mustard, and I also have got that with a salad. So I've got green leaves, tomatoes, peppers, onions, celery, things like that. And then I've just topped it off with some of my beetroot hummus, which is also sin free, and there'll be another recipe along soon enough for that. But I've just had a nibble of it, and I think it really nice. Don't get me wrong, it's not pastry, but if you are missing quiche and you want a low calorie diet, then I believe this is really worth a try. I would do it for that little bit longer just to get the more set quiche feeling. It isn't like pastry, it's more like a very thin sort of bready type pastry, but it is really nice, and it does taste similar to a quiche Lorraine. So thank you to Lodo for sending me your products. Look out for more Lodo recipes. Please like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you next time.